Some of our most popular Magswitch products have been the MagSquares. The MagSquares are fantastic assistants for anybody doing welding. They replace your clamps. They work where clamps can't possibly work and on material you can't possibly clamp to. You'll see as we go along. But one of the main reasons they're so good for welding is they have what's called multi-plane work holding capability. You see an arch right here. That's one side that has significant magnetic energy. The bottom, of course, with the biggest arch visible will always have the most. And the side opposite will have great magnetic attraction as well. How do you use that? That's where the fun begins. We'll be welding on top of this piece of steel, or maybe this is simply my fabrication table. I'll bring my second piece of steel in place, and for the first time ever, I can actually position my metal. If you've ever used magnets to position steel, you know that they don't turn off. They're very difficult. You have to bang things around a lot. We don't have that problem. Simply position everything right where you want it. Turn the handle to the on position. You now have significant metal holding capability. You can do entire fabrications without a single weld. You're not going to have to start over and break off your welds and grind off all those tabs. You can have everything exactly perfect before you do a single weld. That's a huge advantage. The other advantage to the squares is we manufacture and machine them to 90 degrees perfect angles in every direction. So you know that all this fabrication you're doing will always be a perfect 90 degrees. That's a huge advantage. You're not going to have to get out your little squares and your levels and check everything again. The last advantage of them, of course, is all these pre-tapped holes you see on the sides of all four sides. This gives you the ability to attach these to a jig or fixture, maybe even attach them to your table itself and have a clamp always available for you. The only thing to tell you is if you are going to attach them to a jig or fixture, or maybe build your own perfect 90, your own perfect 45 for repetitive fabrication, maybe it's just a straight edge you want to have magnets held to, we don't recommend that you use steel. Using steel, using angle iron on the sides, will actually absorb some of the magnetic energy available for the bottom. That's going to weaken the bottom some. In the case of the bigger magnets, it may still be acceptable. You have plenty of power. But what we do recommend for general purposes is use pieces of aluminum. They make fantastic attachments. They don't absorb any of that ferrous power, that magnetic power, and they give you the full power to the bottom, so you always have full strength.